Hi. Welcome to Life Hacks. Before we get started, let us make it clear. This video is not a moral policing segment teaching women how to behave, rather this is an awareness video where young women can save themselves from social influences that otherwise they may fall victim to. Today, women are influenced to behave in such a way that it entertains a man's lustful thoughts. Whether it's the way you dress or how lean or fat you get, it is all indirectly related to a man's desire. This video would help women to be the way they want and not how society grooms them to be. And arrogance, unlike what society teaches you, is a useful tool in accomplishing this. We are not trying to be woke, nor are we attempting to police your morality. Society has historically kept women in insecure positions. As a result, women often compromise their comfort levels to fit societal expectations. A conservative society may want a woman to be a prudish, religious person who is scared of everything and guilt-tripped about her basic bodily needs. On the other hand, in the so-called modern world, women are being pushed to be slaves to society's desires. Every time a woman submits to society's monstrous desires, she is rewarded, often with money, attention, or a secure position. In the hustle to accommodate society's every wish, a woman ends up losing herself, hating her image, and ends up becoming a withered-out flower by the end of her life. How not to be the target? When we say society, we don't simply mean the streets or the social media you are scrolling through all day. Society could be a micro-unit like family or friends, or a macro-unit as big as the political party you support or the university you study in or the country you live in. But not all women are the targets. There are certain qualities that attract people with malicious intentions towards you. The shy and silent ones. In a suburban area, a woman who was once alone in her home suddenly heard a knock early morning at her kitchen window. The woman was already in a bad mood due to some personal issues. When she opened the window, she saw a stranger standing and looking right at her. Shocked, the woman yelled back at the man in a rude, outrageous manner to get off her property. The man was taken aback. He still made some strange requests to the woman, but she was super rude to him and locked the windows and went back to her living room. After 2 weeks, the woman saw the guy's face on a news channel where the reporter was reporting that the man was a serial killer who targeted lonely women. Shook by what she had just dodged, the girl called the police and informed them of what she had encountered. Authorities arrived at her place and collected details of the incident, and the officer had to say this to her: "He avoided attacking you on that day because you had been loud and rude. To not pull more attention, he had to leave you alone." The woman was stunned and relieved. In another incident, a bartender who happens to be working in a club happens to hear everything people speak on the other side of the counter while those people could not hear much due to the loud music. The guy spotted two men who had a suspicious conversation. Apparently, they were deciding between them which girl would be suitable. When one of the guys pointed at a particular girl, the other guy had objected to it, saying, "She seems too loud, she may attract too much attention. That other girl seems to be perfect, she seems quiet and nervous." Spooked by what the bartender was hearing, he called the authorities on these guys immediately, and they were taken for investigation. What both of these stories tell us is that the silent and shy women are always the target of dominance. As a woman, you are always told not to be loud, not to pull too much attention, but on the contrary, in today's society, a woman who is assertive and loud escapes the chances of being the target, not just of predators and serial killers but also of every other type of harassment and bullying. Voicing out your concerns directly, being upfront, and being the loud person will save you a lot of trouble. Men who are weak, with ill intentions, would avoid you totally. Men who are truly alpha and are comfortable in their skin would find you attractive for who you are. Tending to the desires of a man. The number of women today, on online streaming platforms willing to do anything for money is surprisingly high. Even the so-called woke stars and performers have to show their skin to get attention. If a man's desire has to be tended to for you to succeed, what freedom is this? Now we are not moral policing you here. If you are someone who really enjoys attention of that kind, you should not be hesitating. But 9 out of 10 women don't really feel comfortable exposing themselves, yet they are rewarded every time they do. If your survival starts to dictate how much you expose yourself, be it the type of skirt you wear to your job or how willing you are to entertain your online subscribers' lustful intentions, you are being groomed by ill-intentioned people. Before you realize it, you will be in a deep dark pit, shocked by how much your life has changed and how you never liked any bit of it in the first place. Always keep your survival needs to a minimum. Society keeps flashing toys in front of you and tagging it as luxury and status symbols. If you make every one of them your basic needs, you will be in a vicious cycle that will never let go of you. Keep your survival to a minimum and make decisions based on what personally makes you joyful, not what would get you your honey's handbag. Be a rebel and say no to society's economic status symbols. Draw a boundary and protect it at all costs. Women are often influenced by others to do something in gradual progressions. If somebody wants you to do drugs and indulge in rave parties, they may not be directly exposing you to their true intent. It would all start with asking you to just join for a drink or two. If you are somebody who does not drink, you have to say no right there at that very moment. A small part of you might cringe that you are being rude. Good. You should be rude. People should respect your boundaries. Be it your family or friends, if they are asking you to make minute adjustments to your boundaries, then they are probably risking your safety. Avoid them. Women are always lured into toxic lifestyles by making small adjustments to their initial resistance. A man would compliment how great you look, you should be a model, and would say he is willing to pay you great money for a photo shoot. You may be excited and happy that somebody professionally finds you attractive. This is a recognition of your beauty. Before you know it, the guy would offer more money if you could do a bikini photo shoot. If you happen to be in need of money and have already done a few shoots, you may think, what is wrong? And before you know it, the guy would say your naked pics, just topless, would make you even more money. Having done a bikini photo shoot, eventually, you may give in. Fast forward a few years, this girl would be doing porn movies. By the time all her youth is gone and she realizes that this is not the life she wanted, it would all be too late. Draw a boundary and protect it, no minor adjustments no matter what. This is how people influence you into becoming what they want. And what you actually want dies right there. Be arrogant. Finally, never fear to come off as rude or arrogant. People keep telling you to be nice, speak softly, win everyone's heart. While all this must be reserved for your personal relationships, in general, to society, a woman should live like a fire that would burn you if handled the wrong way. Every time you are worried you may come off as rude, tell yourself that you are standing at the meeting point of a crossroad. Where one road leads to what you want and where your personal values lie, and the other road is what the person in front of you is trying to make you do. Don't mistake us, you can be whatever you want in life. You can be an OnlyFans model, a porn star, an escort, a pilot, or a religious person, but all of these choices should be made based on what makes you feel comfortable and happy, not based on the perks and rewards society offers you. An arrogant woman would survive all these influences no matter what timeline of the society she lives in. She may lose a few people here and there, but those people who are flaky because you have a personal choice were never really there for you in your life. And that's the end of How to Wear Arrogance as a Protection for Women video segment. We hope our video helps women of any age going through these problems. Our intention is to be helpful, not to moral police women, but rather to give them the power to choose what they want in life. See you next time in another video.